I am Grady Culhane in the CapeCod.com News Center, joined by a special guest from the Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce here to talk about some new rebranding. Can you introduce yourself for our listeners?
Sure. I'm Paul Niedzwiecki. I am the CEO of the Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce.
All right, awesome. Now, as well as I mentioned already, we have a new destination branding that's been lined up for you guys. Do you mind talking a little bit more about what this new identity means? How much is changing? Are you no longer the Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce? What exactly is going to be changing, and how long has it been in the works for?
Yeah, well, we still are the Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce. Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce is 102 years old. And so we take a lot of pride in that history and the fact that really the chamber was conceived by regional leaders 102 years ago because the traditional industries of fishing, farming, and whaling were failing. And they saw this as a place they could market as a destination, and we're still on that trajectory. So we are still the Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce. We've been working on this rebrand for a little bit over 6 months now, and we felt, coming out of the COVID-19 pandemic, Cape economy is different than it was before. Travel and tourism was the #1 impacted industry during the pandemic. We did all right on the Cape, but many of our competitors did not. Many of our competitors are now seeing new funding sources, and so the level of competition is rising. And we thought it was the right time to rebrand the Cape as a destination.
Yeah, that is awesome. So as well, I saw that you had several partners. Are there going to be what is the outreach on this one? Is it going to be TV, radio? What are we going to be looking at over the next few weeks and months?
Well, we're going to roll it. We rolled it out on the website today. We revealed it last night at an event at the Pelham House in Dennis, and you'll be seeing a lot more of it pretty much everywhere that we are, and everywhere that we can get to.
No, it's in the statement you guys sent over to me, it did seem like it's been a very long time since there's been any kind of previous identity changes for the Cape Cod Chamber. I think it was like 20 years, correct me if I'm wrong?
Yeah, about 20 years since the logo itself changed, but even that was a little bit less than a full rebrand. I mean, we spent 6 months with a Boston-based consultant, Fuse Ideas. So we went through a number of strategic planning sessions about the new logo, focus groups, and we surveyed thousands of would-be visitors to the Cape in a very quantitative analysis. And all of that gave us some really good information about uh, who are the people that come here every year and who are the people that would like to come here every year. And from that, we really use uh, that data and that information as the basis for considering how we really want to brand ourselves.
Do you mind? Can you elaborate a little bit more on, I guess, who is the kind of person who wants to come down to the Cape, or and also who is the kind of person who's already coming down here so often? A little bit more about some of that data set, maybe.
Yeah, the Cape has really been a destination for locations that you can drive here from for a long time. But increasingly, even prior to the pandemic, we saw more international travel. Um, we're, we are seeing people from different parts of the country, even Florida, um, Illinois, Ohio. So we think our reach is starting to expand a little bit. DC, Philadelphia. Um, so we really needed what we felt was a more modern brand and a more modern way to communicate who we are as a region to people that are interested in coming this way. Really, people from all over the world are drawn to the Cape for obvious reasons. There's our iconic natural environment and our rich culture. But really, the magic of the Cape lies in something a little bit deeper. It's a personal experience for most people. So the Cape is a place where like we feel everyone belongs, whether it's your first time here or whether your visits to Cape Cod are time-honored traditions with family. We're sure you'll find something here for you. It might be something old, it might be something new, but either way, we feel strongly that it's an experience that each visitor can make their own, and each visitor can leave an indelible mark. Cape Cod means something different to every visitor, and that's what makes the Cape special. We found it fitting then, to update our destination marketing to capture this deeply personal nature of the Cape Cod visit. How everyone's experience here is really unique, and the warmth of those memories is really what keeps people coming back. So we've redesigned a logo, and we have a new promotional tagline. So it's Cape Cod, truly yours, because we feel that really reflects what the Cape is. And you'll see it in the logo alone. The logo itself is round. It's difficult to explain without looking at. So I'll send you a picture. Maybe you can use that too. But the
Or
logo has 15 organic lines representing each town on the Cape, encircled in a form that looks like a thumbprint, really a thumbprint image. A visit to the Cape is unique as any individual thumbprint, and we hope that people feel that personal connection when they're here visiting.
yeah, awesome. As long as Paul doesn't stop me for our listeners, we will have the picture of the new logo and stuff in the on the CapeCod.com article for this segment. So for those of you who might be watching up on YouTube, just head over to CapeCod.com and we'll have the various graphics that we're talking about here as well. So Paul, thank you so much for having this conversation with me. I really appreciate it. I mean, it's funny because it's the end of getting into spring now, or getting into the beginning of March. But we're already talking about the summer. Steamship Authority is doing reservations. Cape Cod Chamber, you guys are now doing the rebrand. Is it just going to be full steam ahead for the remainder of these next few months? Are you already in the summer mode, essentially?
We are in summer mode. We have major events in each of the next 3 or 4 months prior to that really peak summer season hitting. We've got Travel and Tourism Conference coming up at the end of March. We've got our Big Blue Conference, the second one that we're going to do on April 30th and May 1st, as well as our annual meeting coming up. So this is the busiest time of the year for us here at the Chamber.
All right. Thank you very much and good luck. Hopefully, we'll have you back on again before the Big Blue Conference. We'll talk more about that then. But in the meantime, is there anything else you wanted to add about this new rebrand while I still have you?
No, other than we do have sort of a brand anthem video on YouTube. If you don't have the link, I can send you that link.
Yeah, we have the link that will also be available in the article. We'll have it all
Great.
sorted out. I've already taken a peek as well. It is very fun. So thank you for sending that along. So yeah, well, all that is going to be available in the article as well. We'll link out to all this new stuff and have the new logo as well. So yeah, Paul, thank you so much for having this conversation with me. I really appreciate it.
Great. Thanks, Grady.